so too. Now to a breaking WUSA 9 exclusive. A retired Space Force Colonel from Northern Virginia is announcing her run for Congress this morning, driven by the devastating end to her military career.
Now, Colonel Bree Fram was the highest ranked openly transgender officer in the military until President Trump's ban on transgender troops pushed her out of service. Now, Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Flack sat down with Fram for an exclusive interview on how that moment is driving her congressional bid.
Did your experience as a transgender person in the military drive this run for Congress?
My identity informs the way I lead, but it is not the centerpiece of anything that I believe in.
Retired Space Force Colonel Bree Fram served with distinction for 23 years, but she says her transgender identity was all the Trump administration saw when it forced her into retirement this past summer under President Trump's executive order banning transgender troops.
Professionally, I lost my future. I likely would have been headed off to command a unit or a base this past summer.
She joined Space Force in 2021 and was promoted to colonel in 2024, ranking number 2 in the Space Force Command, making her the highest ranked openly transgender officer in the military.
To be told when I retired that I couldn't even wear the uniform that I bled into, that I sweated into, to my own retirement ceremony, that tore me up. Because had I worn my uniform even then, I could have been prosecuted.
Tuesday, Fram announces she'll run for Congress in Northern Virginia in November's midterms. Which district remains unclear. She lives in the 11th, represented by James Walkinshaw, but that could change if voters approve redistricting this spring.
Is that identity transgender in the first sentence about what people should know about Bree Fram?
I think there are 17 things that are far more interesting about me and who I am, and I just happen to be trans.